Ping's new G425 LST is both sleek, stylish and stealthy.
It's the return of the turbulators.
The first thing that has to be said about this new G425 driver is just how good it looks. Love the look of it. It's industrial looking, really quite stealthy, all black with just a little bit of white accent in to tell you that it's a Ping. Absolutely love the looks of it, and to be honest, if it doesn't look right, I'm not particularly interested in hitting it, to be honest. So let's take a look at some of the features and benefits of this LST driver. This driver head is apparently going to spin the ball between 200 and 400 RPM less than the previous LST model, so that's measurable, you know, that's going to make a difference to some people. So if you're a high spin player, then this could be right up your street. We've also got a little bit of tunability with spin axis on the ball. We can actually make this driver a little bit more draw or fade biased by moving this little 17 gram weight here in the back of the head into the toe or into the heel. This is a feature that has potential to be measured, so I'm going to be hitting some balls with it in the toe, some in the heel and some neutral to see if it does make that much difference to me. These turbulators look a little bigger to me than what they used to with the older models. This should, apparently, according to Ping, reduce drag and increase club speed. That unfortunately isn't something I'll be able to attest unless I actually shave these off the top of the head and then hit some balls. I don't think Ping would be very happy with that. This crown has a lovely finish to it, almost like a matte finish, which is a little bit bobbly, textured. I really like that. We've also got the internal dragonfly system, which is going to help save weight in the crown, helping Ping redistribute that weight elsewhere where it's needed. Ping have also introduced some internal ribbing inside the head for better acoustics and better feel. That's something that we can't really test because I have to get in there and take it out, and I can't do that. Looking at the bottom of the head, we can see some text here suggesting that this has a forged face, which is going to allow that face to flex more, giving us increased ball speeds across the face. And last but by no means least, we've got this adjustability here at the neck. This is obviously quite common in drivers these days, but Ping's system is quite simple, quite easy to use, not overly complicated. So we now know everything that's worth knowing about this driver, except of course how it performs. I'm going to be splitting that performance test up into two parts. This first part is going to be indoors in here in the simulator. The second part is going to be out on the golf course. So without any further ado, let's get a shaft in this thing. Let's see what it can offer.
I will never let you down. Why don't you stay where the sunlight shimmers? I'll show you the way. I can sense your hand, every particle in the air. We're connected somehow. I know you are there, and the way that you breathe underneath all the things that you showed me and let me see. It's another dimension of naturally waiting for the sign. Believe that this is real. This is the rhythm of my soul. Can you feel electric pulses? You got something way beyond. Can you feel electric pulses? I'm lost in your eyes. Don't need to pretend. My mind gets lost again and again. Don't try to run and hide. I will catch up, 'cause fear is no choice. I won't let you go. And the way that you breathe underneath all the things that you showed me and let me see. It's another dimension, a natural.
So let's take a look at the numbers. We've got 276 carry, we've got 303 total distance, so I'm pretty happy with that. 276 carry and 303 total. Carry wise, that's kind of in and around where I'd expect to be. 303 yards is maybe a little bit more than what I would normally expect. I'm usually around about sort of maybe 292, 298 in that sort of region. So to be 303, I'm pretty happy with that. I may have got one or two favourable bounces. And looking at ball speed, it's nothing exceptional. 161.7, let's call it 162, which is again kind of in and around where I'd expect to be. Spin rate is 2547, so that's kind of in and around where I'd expect it to be, maybe fractionally on the lower side, but there was nothing apparent during these shots, during this test, that made me think that this head produced any lower spin. However, having said that, in a warm-up session that I did a few days ago, I hit a few drives of this just to get the feel of it, and there was some spin rates which were in the low 2000s, and that ball was going maybe 310, 312, so it was making quite a significant difference to me. I'm not exactly sure what I was doing that day. I need to rekindle some of that magic. Launch angle is 10.5 degrees, so that's maybe a fraction lower than what I'd normally expect. Club speed 113, pretty much bang on my number. So these turbulators, as to whether they're doing anything or not, I can't determine that in that test. And was I able to determine whether any of the other features and benefits had any meaningful effect on the performance of the ball? Well, no, not really. The forged face, which allows for high ball speeds, I wasn't able to determine whether that was happening or not in that test. The word forged brings about feelings of something being quite soft. It generally is the case with irons, but with this driver, the feel off the face is pretty firm. At the start of the video, I said that I was going to move this sliding weight around to determine if that had any effect on ball flight. Would it produce more draw or fade? I'm actually going to leave that to a separate video. I think it warrants that. I'm going to leave most of my own personal feelings and conclusions of this driver to the second video. I'm going to be filming that out on the golf course there tomorrow. But the indoor numbers are good. I'm very, very happy with it. I'm excited to maybe try this and test this a little bit more to see if I can get some of those low spin numbers which are giving me pretty large distances for me, to see if there's anything regarding where I'm striking the ball on the face that allowed me to do that. It may have just been a really good swing day, because if I can get this baby beyond 300 yards every single time, I think it may well be going in the bag. So to conclude the indoor test, I really like the look of this golf club. I really like the numbers that are coming out of the launch monitor, and as I've said, I'm going to leave things like sound, feel, and what this club is actually like to use out on a golf course to that second video. As usual, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. You know where that red button is, and you'll get a notification about tomorrow's video about the on-course test. Again, thanks for watching. Until next time, happy golfing.